Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Toxic Waste here. Going to show you my Halo Infinite updated settings on PC with the PlayStation 5 controller. So, in general, my button layout is button puncher, but it says custom because I flipped the trigger. So instead of shooting with R2, I shoot with R1. Instead of aiming with L2, I aim with L1. Thumbstick layout is default. Turn off vibration. Under movement and aiming, invert look vertical and invert look horizontal are off. Invert fly is off. Hold to crouch is off. Hold to zoom is on. Hold to sprint is off. Movement assisted steering is off. Maintain sprint is on. Auto climber is on. Step jump is on. Now, sensitivity and acceleration. Look acceleration, I have it on 5. Look sensitivity horizontal is 4.5. Look sensitivity vertical is 4. I recommend having your horizontal a little higher than your vertical. I just found the best Halo games. Now zoom sensitivity, the zoom level is 1.4x. 1.4x sensitivity is at a 1 default. Now move thumbstick, this is the important stuff right here. Move thumbstick and look thumbstick. So if you have your center dead zone at a 0 and your axial dead zone at a 0 and your max input at default 10, you will notice you moving your left analog stick kind of would notice like stick drift. You will notice it moving by itself. See how it moves by itself? So if it does that, it all depends on your controller. If you move around and it doesn't do that, that means you can have it at 0. But for example, my controller, it moves by itself when I move around like that. So basically I go back down there to move thumbstick. I'll put a center dead zone by 0.5 and the axial dead zone 0.5 as well. And then I keep doing that. I keep moving my thumbstick. I keep moving it. If it doesn't move anymore, I leave it at that. But if yours keeps on moving, then just keep going zero point 0.5 more, and you just keep doing that until it stops doing it, and then you're good with the setting. But mine is zero point 0.5. Now for the look thumbstick, it's the same thing. Put it at 0, put this at 0, and leave this at 10. Now you move your right analog stick. You aim in, and you keep moving it side to side. Your right thumbstick. You can notice that it's moving slightly up by itself. You see how it moves by itself? Go to this, go to look thumbstick, put that 0.5, 0.5. It keeps moving, the same thing. Uh, 0.5, 0.5. Now it's 1 and 1. Now you do it and it doesn't move anymore. Now under video, I have mine at 100 field of view because I feel like the default is just too zoomed in. You can't really see that much stuff. And then if you have it too out, I feel like it's just too zoomed out. Just too much. Like I don't feel like that's comfortable either. So I like to be in the middle at 100. I can still see good in and out. So see it's good. You can still see a lot and you feel pretty zoomed in. Doesn't look bad. It looks normal. So I recommend 100. And then this is all depends on your PC specs. That's what I have. Borderless full screen because I like to tab out 100%. So minimum frame rate is at a 60. And then if you have a decent PC, then I recommend having it unlocked because you don't want to cap a frame rate. You always want to have the best frame rate as possible. The more better frame rate, the better gameplay and smoother gameplay you're gonna have. So VSync is off. This is off. Limit inactive frame rate. Quality preset custom. So basically all my settings are low as you can see. The only ones that are high are these two, texture quality and geometry quality, because I like to have my game still looking really good. And all these are on low so that it doesn't decrease my frames, because remember, I still want the game to look good, playable at the same time. Have these under sensory, turn all this off. Have blur and screen shake off because it just messes with your gameplay. You don't need to have a blurry game or shake your screen. Just this doesn't make sense. Exposure, you don't need this either. Full screen effects are off. Speed lines is off. And sharpening is off. Under audio, have this at a 10, 10, 2, 2, 10, 10, and 8. This depends on your headset. I have a dynamic mode. I feel like you could hear way more with dynamic mode than with compressed mode. That's about it. Everything else is just all default. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Been your boy Toxic. Peace.